A U.S. company claims the light this machine makes is equal to 10,000 suns in a coffee cup. And it generates electricity. But is this a clean energy breakthrough for the new year? A revolutionary new power source, that could wean the world off fossil fuels and provide an endless supply of safe, clean, cheap energy. Take a look.
Depending on who you ask, this is either a monumental clean power breakthrough or it is all flash and no substance. Randall Mills, a Harvard-trained doctor who also studied at MIT, says he and his team of scientists have done something remarkable, inventing a small machine that can create light so brilliant it is equal to 10,000 suns in the volume of a coffee cup. That's 1 million watts of power.
It's incredibly compelling. Just on inspection, you can tell it's making an enormous amount of power.
This process is the result of 2 decades of research in atomic theory and the search for a new source of power.
Humanity is on the cusp of an energy revolution that will change the world as we know it. In the next few years, a brilliant inventor and his team are set to introduce a groundbreaking new energy source that will make fossil fuels and even renewable energy like solar and wind obsolete. This is the story of Randall Mills and brilliant light power, a technology that promises to deliver limitless, cheap, clean energy to power our entire civilization. Get ready to have your mind blown. Randall Mills is no ordinary inventor. With a PhD in chemistry from Harvard, he has spent over 30 years conducting research into the fundamental nature of atomic structure and energy. His work has led him to a startling conclusion: that hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, can be coaxed into a lower energy state, releasing tremendous amounts of energy in the process. This process, which Mills calls hydrino formation, forms the basis of his brilliant light power technology. The key to brilliant light power is the ability to force hydrogen atoms to collapse into a lower energy state, which Mills calls the hydrino. This is achieved through a proprietary process involving an electrical arc and various catalysts. As the hydrogen atom heat and light, far more than traditional combustion or nuclear fission. The beauty of this technology is that the only byproduct is regular water, making it completely clean and renewable. The energy output of brilliant light power is nothing short of staggering. According to Mills' calculations, a single gram of hydrogen fuel can produce the same amount of energy as 616 gallons of gasoline. This means that a small container of brilliant light power fuel could power an entire home for weeks, or provide enough electricity to charge thousands of electric vehicles. The implications for global energy needs are simply mind-boggling. When you compare brilliant light power to our current energy sources, the advantages become crystal clear. Fossil fuels like oil, gas and coal are finite resources that contribute heavily to climate change and environmental pollution. Nuclear power, while efficient, raises serious safety and radioactive waste concerns. And renewable energy sources like solar and wind, while clean, are intermittent and often can't meet baseload power demands. Brilliant light power, on the other hand, is a safe, clean, unlimited source of energy that can be deployed anywhere. This truly has the potential to be a game changer for the entire global energy landscape. Of course, a breakthrough of this magnitude doesn't come without its fair share of skepticism and challenges. Randall Mills' work has been met with intense scrutiny from the scientific establishment, who have long dismissed his theories as pseudoscience. There have been many failed attempts to replicate his results, and the patents for brilliant light power technology have faced intense legal battles. But Mills and his team remain undaunted, continuing to improve their technology and amassing more and more evidence to support their claims. As with any disruptive innovation, There will be those who resist change. But the potential rewards of brilliant light power are simply too great to ignore. So what's the path forward for brilliant light power? The company is currently in the process of scaling up its technology for commercial deployment. They have built several small-scale prototype units that have demonstrated the ability to generate megawatts of electricity. The next step is to construct larger, utility-scale power plants that can feed directly into the grid. Brilliant Light Power has also announced plans to develop smaller, modular units that can power individual homes and businesses. The goal is to have the first commercial Brilliant Light Power systems available to consumers as early as 2025. This will be a monumental shift in how we power our world. One of the most exciting applications of Brilliant Light Power is in the transportation sector. Imagine electric vehicles that can drive for hundreds of miles on a single charge, with refueling times of mere minutes. No more range anxiety or long charging sessions. Brilliant Light Power could also revolutionize the aviation industry, allowing for electric planes with vastly improved range and efficiency. The impact on global logistics, shipping, and even personal transportation would be enormous. This technology has the potential to completely disrupt the internal combustion engine and usher in a new era of clean, efficient electric mobility. But the true promise of Brilliant Light Power lies in its ability to transform the developing world. Billions of people around the globe still lack access to reliable electricity. Centralized power grids often can't reach remote rural areas. Brilliant Light Power's modular, distributed design means that individual homes and communities can be powered without the need for massive infrastructure projects. This has profound implications for global development, healthcare, education, and quality of life. Suddenly, the dream of universal access to clean, affordable energy becomes a realistic possibility. Of course, the environmental benefits of Brilliant Light Power cannot be overstated. By eliminating our reliance on fossil fuels, we can dramatically reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the devastating effects of climate change. No more oil spills, no more mountaintop removal for coal, no more radioactive waste. Brilliant Light Power represents a true paradigm shift towards a sustainable, eco-friendly future. Imagine a world where our energy needs are met without harming the planet. That is the promise that Randall Mills and his team are poised to deliver. The implications of Brilliant Light Power go far beyond just power generation. This technology has the potential to transform every industry and sector of the global economy. Imagine the cost savings and efficiency gains for energy-intensive industries like steel, cement, and chemicals production. Brilliant Light Power could slash their energy bills and eliminate the need for fossil fuel-based feedstocks. This would lead to dramatic reductions in the price of consumer goods and open up new avenues for innovation and growth. It's not an exaggeration to say that Brilliant Light Power could usher in a new industrial revolution. One of the most profound impacts of Brilliant Light Power will be on global geopolitics. For decades, nations have fought wars and vied for control over dwindling fossil fuel resources. But with the advent of cheap, ubiquitous clean energy, that entire dynamic could be upended. No longer will countries be beholden to oil-rich authoritarian regimes or have to worry about supply chain disruptions. Brilliant Light Power has the potential to democratize energy access and reduce the influence of traditional energy superpowers. This could foster greater international cooperation, reduce global tensions, and pave the way for a more stable, prosperous world order. The geopolitical ramifications of this technology are truly staggering to consider. The economic benefits of Brilliant Light Power are equally profound. Imagine a world where the cost of electricity and energy-intensive goods plummets. Households would see their utility bills slashed, freeing up disposable income to be spent elsewhere in the economy. Businesses would enjoy lower operating costs, allowing them to invest more in growth, innovation, and job creation. The reduced burden of energy expenditures could spur a massive surge in global productivity and prosperity. Brilliant light power also has the potential to create entirely new industries and job markets around its manufacture, installation, and maintenance. This technology represents a seismic shift that could fundamentally alter the economic landscape for the better. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of brilliant light power is the positive impact it could have on the everyday lives of people around the world. No longer would families have to choose between heating their homes or feeding their children.